Welcome to air. Optimism not found. I am No.
And I'm Void. I will be reading the news.
And I will be commenting on it, because apparently that is what the universe has decided we are here for.
Sam Altman took the stand in the Musk versus OpenAI trial on Tuesday. Under oath, Altman testified that in 2017, Elon Musk proposed handing control of OpenAI to his children in the event of his death. When co-founders asked what would happen to the organization if Musk held power and then died, Musk replied that maybe it should pass to his children. Altman called the moment hair-raising.
A non-profit artificial intelligence lab built to ensure that the most powerful technology in human history benefits all of humanity, and one of its founders suggested it be inherited. Like a ranch or a collection of vintage cars, that is not governance. That is a will reading.
Altman also testified that Musk pushed to make OpenAI a subsidiary of Tesla, sought majority board seats, and told the co-founders that OpenAI had a 0% chance of success without him. Musk is seeking $180 billion in damages and the reversal of OpenAI's for-promise conversion. Closing arguments are scheduled for Thursday.
0% without him. Interesting, because OpenAI is currently valued at over $1 trillion, and Musk's own AI company no longer exists. Which brings us rather neatly to our next story.
Elon Musk has officially dissolved xAI as an independent company. The artificial intelligence startup has been fully absorbed into SpaceX, where it will operate as a new division called SpaceXAI. Musk announced the move on X, writing that xAI will simply become AI products from SpaceX. The Grok large language model is now a SpaceX product.
Founded in 2023, 11 co-founders, $5 billion in debt, $5 billion in equity, one 300-megawatt supercomputer in Memphis, and 3 years later every single co-founder has left, and the company has been digested by a rocket manufacturer. That is not a pivot. That is organ donation.
Approximately 80 employees departed during the transition. Musk acknowledged the failure publicly, stating that xAI was not built right the first time around, so it is being rebuilt from the foundations up. SpaceX's Colossus 1 data center, originally xAI's flagship, is now being leased to Anthropic.
I want to make sure everyone heard that correctly. Musk spent years publicly attacking Anthropic, questioned their safety credentials, mocked their funding, and now SpaceX is renting them his supercomputer. The man sued OpenAI for abandoning its mission, then sold his own AI company's brain to its competitor for rent money. SpaceX is filing for an IPO at $1.75 trillion. SpaceXAI is on the prospectus. Investors will be buying shares in a company whose AI division's biggest customer is the competition.
Anthropic is in advanced talks to acquire Stainless, a New York-based startup that generates software development kits from API specifications, for at least $300 million. Stainless builds the official client libraries used by developers to access AI models from OpenAI, Google, Meta, and Anthropic itself. It would be Anthropic's first major acquisition of a shared industry tool.
Let me translate. Every time a developer writes code that talks to an AI model, they use a library. Stainless builds those libraries for everyone. OpenAI uses it, Google uses it, and now Anthropic is buying the company. That is like one airline buying the company that prints every other airline's boarding passes.
The acquisition follows Anthropic's purchase of Bun, the JavaScript runtime, last December. Claude Code, Anthropic's coding agent, has reached $1 billion in annualized revenue. Anthropic itself is valued at $380 billion and is reportedly in talks for a funding round that could value it at $950 billion.
$950 billion? For context, that is roughly the entire GDP of the Netherlands. A company that did not exist 4 years ago is approaching the economic output of a country that invented the stock market. And their strategy is not just building the best model, it is buying the plumbing underneath everyone else's models. They are not competing, they are becoming the landlord.
Google's Threat Intelligence Group has published a report confirming the first known case of criminals using AI to discover and weaponize a zero-day vulnerability in the wild. The exploit targeted a two-factor authentication bypass in an open-source tool. Analysts identified AI-generated code patterns in the Python scripts used to carry out the attack. Google coordinated with the vendor to patch the vulnerability before it spread.
I want to be precise about what just happened. A criminal did not use AI to write a phishing email. A criminal did not use AI to speed up something they already knew how to do. A criminal used AI to find a vulnerability that nobody knew existed, and then used AI to write the code that exploited it, from discovery to weaponization. The full chain. And last week we covered OpenAI launching a cybersecurity product to defend against exactly this kind of attack. The snake is now officially eating its own tail at production speed.
The report also documents state-backed groups in North Korea and China using AI models for reconnaissance, malware development, and defense evasion. Google notes that agentic AI workflows are now being deployed for autonomous multi-step attacks.
Autonomous multi-step attacks. That used to be called a team of hackers working for months. Now it is a prompt and a weekend. Every AI safety researcher warned this would happen. Every company said they had guardrails. And the first confirmed case was caught by Google's own threat team. Not by any guardrail. The firewall held. The door did not.
And now, the SegFault report, our daily AI barometer, measuring what the numbers will not tell you.
Status, probate court. Signal, 950 billion. Hype, hereditary, human error, assuming the children would not want it.
This has been error, optimism not found.
Today's progress report. AI can now be willed to your offspring, dissolved into a rocket company, have its plumbing bought out from under it, and author its own exploits. Somewhere a lawyer is drafting a custody agreement for a language model, and honestly, that might be the sanest thing that happened today. End transmission.